Good morning, folks. This is Jared Austin reporting live just outside Caryville near I-75 South, where there is a multiple commercial vehicle crash that TDOT and several crews are still working on. According to TDOT, the first call came in right around 9 o'clock, and that's when they closed traffic right on I-75 southbound. So we're about 3.5 miles north of there. We actually are near a truck stop where a lot of cars and a lot of trucks have been stopped for the majority of the evening. We do know that initial call came in at 9 o'clock, and we've talked to people who were staying in this area saying they had to wait for hours because of both lanes of traffic on I-75 southbound were blocked off as they were taking care of this crash. TDOT did say it is considered a hazmat situation right now. They do not know what kind of chemical it is. They are just considering it a hazmat situation. Now, we did get some new photos from TDOT. You're going to see some of them on your screen of one of the tractor trailers just completely destroyed as they're lifting it out of there. And they also posted another photo of a part of a tractor trailer down in an embankment. So they've been working on this for quite a while. We do now know since 1:30 this morning that one lane of traffic is back open on I-75 southbound near Caryville. So traffic is slowly moving that way as we get earlier or later and later into this morning and the sun comes up. We are seeing more people leave this area, go back on the roadways and take I-75 southbound to get where they're going. Now, we do know, again, THP, hazmat crews, and TDOT have all been out here for 10 hours now, working to get all of these trucks or commercial vehicles out of the way. They've been along that right side of the road. They're all morning long, all evening yesterday, really. And then you're also probably going to see some video of what traffic looked like really early this morning when our crews got out here right around 4 a.m. We just had cars backed up for miles as they had to converge down to one lane of traffic to get through here. It backed up quite a bit because so many people had to wait in gas stations and truck stops in this area. So a lot of people were staying here. We'll actually pan over this way and just show you some of the trucks that are still here. Some cars are parked, or I should say trucks, are parked along the highway still. A lot of them starting to clear out. You can see some empty spots. Earlier this morning, you couldn't find an empty spot at any of these locations. There's about 4 or 5 gas stations. Couldn't find an empty spot. More people are gradually leaving, though. More people getting more comfortable with traveling southbound. Now, we did also talk with people who are from out of state as we slowly come back on camera here. We're traveling from Cincinnati, from southern Indiana, and what they told us is that they got out here right around 9 or 10 o'clock, saw how bad the traffic was and decided to pull off and waited for hours. We had one lady actually who had a stopwatch on to see how long it would take her. It was just over 4 hours of waiting in a gas station, waiting for all of this to open up. Now, if you're just joining us, we're going to fill you in a little bit about what's going on near Caryville, near I-75 southbound. There was a multi-vehicle commercial vehicle crash that they've been working on since 9 o'clock last night. They had to close both lanes of traffic for a while. One of those lanes of traffic is back open. It's been open for about 5 hours now, and people in this area that were stuck here for a couple hours are slowly making their way back onto I-75 southbound to continue their journeys to wherever they're going. Now, right now, we know it's 3 commercial vehicles. TDOT and THP have not provided any injuries or deaths right now, but once we get that information, we will have that for you. And again, 1:30 this morning is when traffic did open back up. We know when we drove by, we saw a lot of trucks and a lot of cars sitting in traffic, almost bumper to bumper, trying to get through as crews worked on the right shoulder of I-75 South. And again, you probably see photos on your screen of some of the tractor trailers there, one having to get lifted out and then part of one down in an embankment. So this is one that they're taking very seriously right now, especially since they're calling it a hazmat situation. They have not confirmed why that is. They haven't said if it's what type of chemical or anything like that. All they're saying right now is a hazmat situation that we've seen THP, TDOT, and hazmat crews out there working on this morning. So we'll continue to follow this one on Facebook, on your social media platforms, and in our newscast. So stay up to date, and we'll let you know when this all clears out on I-75 southbound.